Hi ladies and gentlemen, it's Christelle here with the readings for September. I just wanted to introduce what I'm going to do for the readings. I have a mini grand tableau, which is 4 cards over 4 cards down, a total of 16 cards, and I'll discuss that. I'll be doing a mini grand tableau for every sign. 4 clarifiers. Each of them have a numbered house, so the importance of certain cards falling on certain houses will be relevant, and I'll speak about that. And for clarifiers, when I need them, I'll be using the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa, here you go, the Mona Lisa Tarot, which is a lovely deck. And that's it. On to the readings. Thank you, old subscribers, for hanging in with me. Welcome, new subscribers. Enjoy. Hi, Sagittarius. It's your turn for the month of September. Here is your mini grand tarot. Yeah, sorry about that. Your Lenormand mini grand tableau. Let me show you the cards. We've got the mice, the stork, the woman, the rider, the clover, the stars, the sun, the coffin, the whip, the man, the fox, the ship, the house, the crossroads, the book, and the dog. Okay, now, it looks like to me that there is unexpected travel for a series of events that occur in the month of September. Unexpected travel. Now, and I will clarify this, as a matter of fact. I'll take a card right now from the bottom of the deck. But there is something that occurs in the I believe it's in the home. Could be your parents' home, your other, not in your specific, if you have your own home. But what I'm seeing here is, yes, there is something, a very emotional occurrence takes place for you, a heart-rendering difficulty, an emotional difficulty occurs in the month of September. But it is knighting with the lovely sun that gives you guidance of some sort. It helps you in some way. So let me go now slowly through the rest of the cards. The surprises, and what's interesting here is in the house of surprise I have the stork, and it means going home, and there's a surprise about going home. But at the same time I see the mice in the house of the endings, the beginnings. So it seems, let me play it out. Let's see how it plays out here. The endings also involve this, there's a woman, and it could be parents, your parents, who have something occur to them, but it is communicated to you in the month of September. And why I say there's unexpected travel involved is because many of you may have just come back from a long vacation or trip, but you didn't expect to then take a leave of absence, and so that may come up. But in any way, in any case, I see the communication as being stepped up between you and your family during the month of September. The first week, and this is early on in the month of September actually. At work, and your livelihood is truly a joy for you. This is the highlight of your life in the month of September, because you are very happy, you're very lucky on the job, you're well liked, you are very productive, creative, and you just feel good where you are. Of course, these are general readings, but this is what I'm getting here for the month of September. I'd like to invite those of you who need a personal reading, do consider it, because it's a lot more detailed and personal. The sense of security that you have, that derives from your job and your livelihood, is extremely beneficial to your health and to those around you. It gives you such a greater sense of balance that you can extend it also to your own family, to your own children, to your own significant other. And that serves then as guidance. It seems that, when you take care of yourself, Sagittarius, when you yourself are in a position, no matter what happens, the sky is falling, but when you're happy and you have your feet well planted in the ground, you can be sure that the people around you will feel the same way, and it will rub off on them. And this is what I'm seeing. No matter what happens to you, I see that you exude happiness, you exude courage, and you exude a sense of purpose, and it rubs off on the rest of the people in your life. At home, again, I'm seeing that in the home there is an issue, there's a new start, there's something there's a chapter closing in the home. And I'm thinking not in your immediate home, if you have your own family, but I'm thinking of your parents' home, or in a place that you call your home. And it involves a man. This in some way creates an obstacle. Like I said, the occurrences do put you in a situation where you might have to consider unexpected travel. And that's the only nuisance that it caused you, actually, because you're you have a very good outlook on what life's journey is. And although you may be prone to tears when tears are necessary, to laughter when laughter is necessary, you're well aware of what life is all about. I see that in public life especially, you're going to spend a lot of time talking and exchanging, and this may be conference work, this may be seminars, giving training, small groups. There's a lot of work involved, and but what I'm seeing is that you rehash your experiences, the emotional occurrences that happen in the month of September. You actually talk about them with your co-workers, with people around you, and this is a way of washing your soul, a way of helping you process things that occur to you. And again, I say, in the month of September, you have such a very outgoing demeanor and a very peaceful demeanor that it's a joy to be near you, Sagittarius. Now, the obstacles in the month of September, here I see them as concerning a male, and this could be anything from, but this person that is creates an obstacle also creates an obstacle for another woman. And in some way they influence you, these two. Neither of these is you. They're people that you know, or family members. And when I say an obstacle, it's an obstacle in terms of the unexpected travel that will crop up, that you may not even be able to take, but there would be a situation that would require it, but you may not even be able to. You're going to be very, very, very astute in terms of how you make your decisions the month of September. This is very clear. And here it concerns how you communicate and where you go, how you put your very steps, how you take one step after another. Like I said, the difficulties will concern travel that you may not be ready for. You may not be prepared to take any kinds of trips. And something that's hidden, that away from your gut feelings, away from your intuition, things that are hidden from you in the month of September, also concern the home, because you may not know exactly what's going on there. You don't, and again, I don't see this, if you have your own family, I'm seeing it as an older generation, and I'm seeing it as you would like, as if you would like to know a bit more, but you would need to be there on site, and that may not be possible for you for the month of September. Matters of communication are dealt with in a very specific, minute, detailed way, because every time you make a decision, it affects the way your work is carried out. And again, this nights with the your livelihood and your work, and you constantly make decisions with an eye to your job, because it conditions your entire life, and it conditions positively, because you feel that that is your guiding light is your job, and it seems like such an important part of your life. Now, there is again here the male element crops up. The male element, you know, it almost seems for many this could also spell a male in your life, an older person who's a relative of yours, who may become senile, who may begin to be senile, and all of a sudden just not be able to you cannot communicate with. This is, in many of our cases, this will occur. But it also means that they seem to be an enigma to you. You just don't understand how they think or why they do the things they do. And the female influences here, I see that your emotions are very, very loyal, faithful, very close. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and you are dependable, reliable. And it seems that, you know, what I'm getting is the image of a family man that you are becoming. And I say a family man, a family woman that you are becoming, Sagittarius. But when I talked about the reading as this affecting a male who may become senile, that was a male. That is definitely a male. Now I'm talking about the female side of our souls, of our being, and that in terms of the emotions. And here I'm seeing you as very faithful, you as being very close to members of your family, and that will never change in your lifetime, Sagittarius. I'd like to take 3 cards here. These are the Tarot, Mona Lisa Tarot. They have been previously shuffled, and I'm going to split this deck into 3. Take one from the top, one from the middle, and one from the very bottom of the deck. I have the Lovers, and here we are. These are our decisions. The Tower, decisions concerning an event that takes place, and the Four of Wands, the stability. Look, there is a decision that is needing to be made, and it has to do, as I said, with travel. And the Tower situation may indicate to us, let me take another card from the 3rd pile at the top. Yes, the Strength card has come up. The Strength card has come up. And it's telling me, Sagittarius, that the occurrence that takes place in September is going to put you in a situation of greater responsibility, where you have to be the family man, you have to, or woman, you are going to be the one who takes matters into their hands, and you are going to be the one who will be making the decisions for the greater good, for the other people in your immediate family, your extended family, and or your immediate circle of friends. It depends. You know, when I say family, it depends on those who you consider your family. What's interesting to me in the reading that I'm looking at is the fact that September is going to be a turning point for you, where responsibilities fall your way in relation to generations. It's like a generational, another generation. Now the generation comes to you, your age and your generation. You're going to start getting the responsibilities for things, for matters of the house, of the home, of the family. And at the same time, I see that the tower situation does talk about these, just like the mice in the beginning. We talked about endings and beginnings. Um, where it does take an emotional toll on you, but at the same time, the responsibilities are such that they will give you a reality check. Very interesting reading, Sagittarius. I do hope this was of help to you. Until we read together again, bye bye, Sagittarius. Thank you for being with me.